Hey everybody, it's Dr. Lego here, and I just got my Kemper Profiling amp, and right out of the box, I gotta say I'm pretty impressed with the sounds on this thing. Right now I'm just recording on my flip video with the flip video microphone, so you're not going to get to hear the real tone. I'm going to actually do some videos later on where I'm going to record directly to Pro Tools and then, you know, mix it all up and edit it inside of Final Cut so you can really get a better idea of the tone. But I'm going to just tell you this. I had the Axe-FX 2 shipped to me a few weeks ago by Fractal Audio, and I found that unit to be very complex, really no usable sounds right out of the box, at least for me. They sounded somewhat synthetic. I didn't like the feel of the guitar and the response of the strings, blah blah blah, that kind of a thing. And this unit, the Kemper Profiling amp, there's a lot of profiles that it comes with. I have not profiled with it yet. I'm just right now playing with the sounds and tweaking a few. But I will tell you that the way the strings on the guitar feel, it feels very much like a real amplifier. Very close. In fact, I don't notice much of a difference. I'm really impressed with this thing. So here's a sound that I tweaked up, a JTM sound. A Charvel custom shop with humbuckers, and it's just beautiful. As you can hear, it's got a lot of tone, it's got a lot of response, and it's got a lot of warmth, which is really, I don't know how they did it, but this is, I mean, I've played pods, I've played Fractal Audio Axe-FX, I've played the Digitech stuff, and all of that stuff is cool, but this is really the closest thing. I mean, what I love about this is I can profile any amp I want, and I could walk into any situation live or in the studio and have any amp I want with any patch I want, and it'll be the sound. You know, I don't have to go so far. So it's a really cool thing. And I'm a tube amp guy. I play live with a tube amp, and I like to record mic in my tube amps and everything, but this thing so far, I'm going to do a lot more videos and things as I get to know it, but I'm really impressed. So check this out. This is the amp. When I turn the guitar all the way up, this is the sound. Alright, if I cut the volume on my guitar back just a little bit, okay? So it reacts like a real amp. It cleans up. Where a lot of the modelers that I've used, modeling amps, including the Pod and a few others, they don't seem to really have that kind of natural characteristic. But the other thing is, this does not sound synthetic. It sounds warm. It's like if I close my, you know, if I didn't know I was plugged into this thing, I'd feel like I'm plugged into a tube amp. this is just through the flip video microphone. So it's not, you know, this is not a great quality microphone. You're not hearing it in stereo or any of that shit. So anyway, I was excited, so I wanted to make this video and show you so far on the Kemper Profiling amp. And I'm going to get profiling with this thing, and I'm going to learn this thing a little more and try and get a little more in depth. And as soon as I do that, I will come back and show you what I've learned and some cool sounds and stuff. But this is, again, you know, it's not a cheap unit. These things go for about $1,800 and change. But it is cheaper than a Fractal Audio Axe Effects, and I think it's much easier to use in general, and I think the sounds and what you can do with it makes more sense, at least for me. I mean, some guys with the Fractal Audio, they get really into the programming and the craziness of it, and that's cool, but I don't have time to work 8 hours to get a sound. I mean, this thing right out of the box, bam, 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 a couple of tweaks. I mean, you have your treble, your mids, and your bass right here. So, you know, anyway. So that's it for now. See you in a little bit.